Video is an overview of the process of taking an Arava stick, branch, and turning it into a potted plant, and how the process has gone. So if you look to the side here, I had a vase, and what I did was I got myself Aravot branches, and I started from the thickest end of the branch, went up about 8 inches, and cut the branch there, pulled off all the leaves. At the bottom, I cut it on a 45-degree angle. Okay. Then you want to get yourself a hormone, for a cloning hormone, to help the branch to want to root. And I applied that to the bottom of my branch. And when I would change the water, I would stick the branches in there. Okay. So all I had was sticks. There was no leaves. There was nothing. Okay, just green sticks. I stuck them in that water. You can see that blue thing there is an air pump. It's a bubbler. And I stuck that with the air stone in the bottom. And I marked using tape on the vase where the water level was. So that way when I would refill it, I'd keep it to the same spot, so that way the roots knew where to grow. They want to grow in the water. They don't want to grow above the water. So if you keep changing it, it's going to probably confuse the plants. I made sure to keep it at the same level every time I changed the water. So using the bubbler, I could say you could change the water every 4 days, probably get away with that. As you continue using the bubbler in the vase, the water will turn green quicker, because there's like green algae in there, I guess on the pump, like on the hose and inside. I tried to clean it, but it still seemed to come quicker. Whatever. All right. So then they start to grow leaves and branches. The bubbler helps it tremendously. It really goes quick. The other thing you want to do is get yourself like a Miracle Grow shrub, fertilizer. And I added some drops. Every time I changed the water, I would add some drops in there. And man, between the bubbler and the Miracle Grow, it was doing great. On top of that, I'm not saying you have to do this, but I bought a really nice grow light. Okay? And I put them under the grow light. You can just stick them in the sun, they'll do fine. But with a grow light, oh my gosh, these things, they grew so quick. Okay? So to give you an idea, I started a little over 3 weeks ago. This was just a stick. Now look at this plant. This is an Arava. So, in order to plant these, what I did was, and what I recommend, is getting citrus soil. Okay, I got the citrus soil. I was hoping to grow asparagus, but my asparagus seeds they didn't grow. One did, so I could show you that one real quick. That little thing is an asparagus tree. So, anyway, and over there next to it is broccoli. I don't know why I'm growing broccoli. I just happen to have those seeds. But when you go to plant these, when the branch gets big enough and you want to transplant it into a pot, the plants often go into shock and they're going to die. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put the potting soil obviously into the pot. You want to stick your finger in there and make a hole around the size of a quarter in diameter, and then take the branch out of the water. And only do this when you see that the branch looks like it's really healthy, it's doing great. You put it in the hole. You don't want to pack the dirt around that branch. If you pack the dirt around that branch, every time I packed the dirt around a branch, it went into shock. Okay, so you want to put it into the hole, the Arava, and then gently pour soil on top of it or around it to try to fill the hole somewhat. Okay, just get basically what you want to do is get the roots exposed to dirt, and you want to cover the lights from hitting the roots. Okay. Then you want to water it. Also, you want to put Miracle Grow or whatever fertilizer you're going to use. Make sure it's fertilizer for shrubs. And you put it in the pot. Okay, and you water it. You want to come back around 2, maybe 3 hours later and look at that plant. If the plant is drooping and looking like it's in distress, it's going into shock. So what you do is you pull it out, and then you put it back into your water, and you let it sit there for another week. And then you do the process over again. You pull it out, you put it into a pot, you stick your finger in, make a hole, slide it in the hole, and then gently drop the soil into the hole, not packing it in. And I've never had one that went into shock twice. So, and these things, this is the first year of success that I've had with these. In prior years, all I didn't have a bubbler. I would change the water regularly in a vase. They'd grow the roots, they'd look good, and then I would plant them and they would just die. And that was it. So the difference was I put the bubbler in there, I used a grow light, I fertilized, and when I put them into the pots, I would check a couple hours later to see if they're going to distress or not. If they are, I'd pull them out and put them back in the water. If not, let it sit in the pot. After 3 or 4 hours, if that plant's looking good, you should be home free. And Baruch Hashem, I've seemed to Hashem has blessed me to have success with this year. And since I did things differently, and I was always wanted to know how to do this and never knew what to do, I wanted to share with my fellow Yidden how you can grow your own Aravos for Succos. And well, just I wish everyone success who wants to do this in the future. May Hashem bless you to have beautiful Arava bushes, and take care.